Hello world! I'm your host Bunny and this is Awesomenauts. As you might see, I've gone down to rank 2 and this is because I don't have the time anymore to play 8 hours a day. And that's sad, but that's the way it is. Work, work, work. That's all I do. Anyways, we are going to do a Raelynn video, and it's been a while since last time, I admit, and this is because I've been working. I work 8 hours a day, and it has 4 hours commute, leaving me with 4 hours to do what I want, including eating and being social. So, that's life. Raelynn is a horribly underpowered character right now that is very pointless to play because the sniper shot is just a weak Leon opener. The time rift is decent, I'll give it that, but it's so defensive that it's pointless in Awesomenauts, because Awesomenauts is about pushing forward mainly and not just stopping backwards, and if you don't have any pushing power, then bleh. Also, this will probably be the last Awesomenauts video. Don't worry, I will be making other videos, but Awesomenauts will be put on hold for a little while, mainly because of Ronimo and the horrible matchmaking. It's terrible right now. So what we do here is we have Big Bank, Solar Tree, Sniper Shot, and the sunglasses. So we get 10% solar per hit. That's 3 solar per thing we can hit with our Sniper Shot at this point. And we're gonna be farming solar to no end. And that's pretty much all we will be doing, because you can't really play a ganky Raelynn, not an early game ganky. You need to build her up in a specific way, and it takes a lot of time, and it's an end game build, and by the time you get to that end game build, most people have enough health to get away from you anyways, since you can't chase anything down because you slow down when you shoot. So I also want to point out that the bane of Raelynn's life is Leon. There's nothing Raelynn can do that Leon can't do better. Even slowing things down, Leon will do better with his blade. So, why would you play Raelynn? I'm not quite sure myself. Maybe because you like Time Rift, and that's pretty much the only reason I can see why you would not want to play her. Anyways, I'm still doing the video because it's a new character, and I hope she gets buffed. As far as other things go, Durple is still insanely overpowered. So is Skuldir. And most tanks currently are very powerful when played well. Then again, I'm playing on high ranks now, so I guess people are just very good at playing them. Except when I get ranked 9s on my team. I got 2 yesterday on my team against 3 rank 1s. That was a really fun game. Thanks Ronimo for that one. And Raelynn, back to Raelynn. Raelynn is a rather boring character to play, really. It's Sniper Shot, bam, and the whole charge up time takes so much momentum out of you that it's feels so horribly pointless. I've started recently adding though blind to it as well, which it gives some effect, it makes it interesting, and I also added piercing shot to my gun, but I'm not using it in this video, and there's really no need for it, because the main thing you should be aiming for still is your time rift, which is the actually powerful thing that Raelynn has got going for her. So there will be very little events in this video, I suspect, because there's very little ganking with Raelynn. Raelynn is not a very good character for ganking. We're taking our time rift, we're adding slowdown effect first. Yeah, let's go with slowdown first, and then we add damage, slowdown, and then we add height to it. There are some discussions regarding if height should be the one you pick, or if you should be picking the 5-second extra time, so you can have 2 time rifts, which essentially lets you stop people completely for a few seconds. Personally, I like the height better because it catches more things, and you can, in the middle from this map for example, you can actually reach up to the 2nd level as well and start hurting people and slowing them down, which makes enough of a difference to be relevant. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna do, and that's lag for you. That's how you survive a clunk, by lagging. Sorry about that. It's a very simple thing. You have very little health, so you can do very little because you're usually very slow as well. Simply because the run speed is out of combat run speed, so it lets you get away. And that's it. Which is an amazing ability to have. especially in a game like Awesomenauts where it's mostly about pushing forward and chasing things down. Regardless, we're doing this. I think my bitterness has shown enough now, and that's how long the sniper shot takes, so it's kind of pointless. We can still push with her. Thankfully, I have a tank with me on the team, which is pretty much essential when you're Raelynn. You can't really do two ganks in Raelynn because she doesn't have any function really, apart from slowing people down. If you're really organized, you can have a Leon with you and lock people in a time rift and have Leon just gank it, but it's one of those moments when it's kind of uncharacteristic for the game to have a character that is very reliant on other people to function properly. Since the damage output of Raelynn is rarely very good, you want to have someone else that can attack when you put something into the time rift. And even Voltar at this point has started getting away from being dependent on others. His new drones are pretty amazing for soloing even, and the way they work is decent to say the least. So it's funny to see another character come out and being so group dependent. It's a strange choice by Ronimo. And we're just gonna keep pushing. We're gonna shoot our sniper shot when needed. It's not there to kill anything, it's just there to gain a little bit extra solar so we can level up faster, which we're doing quite well at. People are starting to fall behind and we're gonna continue that lead. Can we catch? Clunk shouldn't have stood there. That hurt. Let's go back. We got a kill at least. That's our 3 kills. Excuse me, I have a cold right now and I try to not cough in the microphone. But what can you do? Taking these two out, giving me even more solar. Apart from actually killing them, I get 3 more solar from them, so it's always good to have. And Raelynn is very endgame reliant and doesn't... Again, I think I've said this already, that Raelynn doesn't have a early game build really that works. She's just reliant on farming solar and getting up to a high enough level where she's actually more useful. Which I'm not a fan of it personally, because I really enjoy when you have that transitioning going on, that you start up with one ability that's pretty decent and then you move on from that one, and there's good transitioning between the levels. Like Skoldir, for example, you start with Solar Tree and then Stun. That goes into Throw, which goes into the tanning, the bad tanning, which goes into adding more damage to whatever you're now fancying. And there's a transition that lasts you pretty much the entire game through, whereas here it's get sniper, farm, start building on your time rift. The time rift won't be any use until you have enough points in it. So yeah, there's my wish list for Ronimo. Get some transitioning into Raelynn so she can actually feel like a decent character. And again, if sniper had been faster, sniper shot had been faster, I would have actually been able to catch anything with it, but I can't, and that hurt. Can I get away? Thankfully the time rift lets me run away. Again, abilities of running away, always good to have. Not gonna kill anyone by running away, but at least they're not killing me, I guess. Anyways, as you've seen, when you have this kind of setup and this kind of matchmaking becomes kind of dull, I'm starting to pull ahead as usual, but I always tend to pull ahead, I guess. That sounded very dirty for some reason. We cannot do anything to Lone Star actually, because, well, he has enough health to just run away from our... well, he has enough health to just take our sniper shot in the face and then go for us, or he can just dodge away and run away. There's nothing I can do. Clunk I can catch, but I can't kill because I don't have enough damage output. So there's an interesting situation for you. Even if I had a run speed, I would still be slowing down enough for Lone Star to run away from me at the point I start shooting. So yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Clunk being very optimistic there, for better or worse. Our time rift at least takes bots. We're pretty decent at farming bots, but there's not gonna be much wins by just farming bots usually. Obviously, we're still gonna win, but, you know, it's not fun. So as you see, the time rift, when it's this short, doesn't do much because anyone can just jump straight over it, and well, there's not much slow to it either. Lone Star just running back and forth. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because if I get too close, it's just gonna pop in my face, and I can't catch him. So we're just gonna stay here. We're gonna keep all the bots away. We're gonna farm more solar and just wait it out, I guess. Thankfully, Lone Star decided to run away. He should probably stay there. Let's keep pushing. See how far we can get before anyone actually catches us. And here comes Lone Star again. Hitting Clunk in the face. Clunk takes it like a man. Sniper shot. Not hitting very much. Clunk gets it, but doesn't care because his bite will just heal him up equally much right away. 3 on Clunk. Clunk still doesn't care. Clunk is the honey badger of Awesomenauts, clearly. Another shot in his face, and he actually died. Let's see, more health up, back up. Can we? No, we cannot catch Yuri. Close though, close. Thanks to Derpal, we've been able to push in, and hopefully we can end this now. Yeah, of course we can end this. This is Raelynn. Slow, rather dull, no oomph like many other characters, like all other characters. Even Voltar has an oomph now with his exploding drones. So, there it is. That's Raelynn. I'm sorry, but there's nothing good I can say about Raelynn. I don't like her, she's not very well made, and she needs patching. The GG is imminent, and I want to take a second to point out that I'm gonna start working on another video. Don't expect any more Awesomenauts videos until we have seen at least matchmaking fixed so we can get some interesting games going, because this was very one-sided and all games are to one end or the other. It's a GG. And as usual, I've been your host, you've been the audience. Thank you for watching, as always. Toodles!